Hello guys, welcome to my channel. This is Fashion Star Gold. In today's tutorial, I want to teach you how to cut a pant or a short. So I have all the measurements here. This is the waistline, this is the hip line, this is the crotch line, and this is the length of it. If you don't know how to cut a female trouser, please go to my channel, click on it. There's going to be a link at the description box below. Just click on it. It will take you to how to cut a female trouser. And in that video, you will see how to get the waist, how to get the hip, how to get the crotch, how to measure the lap. Just go to the channel, watch the video from the beginning to the end. You will be able to cut this pants. So I have here 1 inch here. This is 1 inch. I'll come down here and measure 2.5 inches. I measure 2.5 inches. I want to roll the line now. This is my hip line, so I'll connect from the waist to the hip. To get the hip curve. So I've connected it this way. So from the hip, I'll connect it down here. You can use your free hand. If you don't have a ruler that can curve it well, you can use your free hand. It will still measure it very well. But I'm using a ruler. So that's the curve. That's the curve. So the waist measurement is what I want to take now. The waist measurement is 9 inches. Original waist measurement is 7 inches plus 2 inches allowance, so 9 inches. The hip measurement is 9 inches too. Nine inches plus 2 inches allowance. So I'm going to take 11 inches. For the lap measurement is 22 divided by 2 plus 2 inches allowance. So it's going to be 13 inches. For the waist, you are going to divide it into 4. Hip, you are going to divide it into 4. For the crotch line, you have to divide it into 2. As I'm measuring the lap, and I divide it into 2, and I'm measuring it on the crotch line. So the down is 18 inches. So I'm going to add 2 inches allowance. So that is the measurement. I'm going to connect it this way. So I'm going to connect the hip to the crotch line. It shouldn't be too curvy. It has to be a little bit slant. So I'll connect the hip to the waist, or the waist to the hip. For this pants, you can take like 16 inches and 2 inches allowance. You can stop here, but what the person wanted was to stop below the knee line with allowance. So I'll come here and take 1 inch. I'll connect the 1 inch to the 1 inch waistline here. So I've connected it this way. Please, if you don't know how to measure the basic female trouser, go to my channel, click on it. There will be a link for you to watch the video step by step. So this is how the front short is. So I'm going to cut it now. If you care for a pocket, you come here and measure 1.5 inch, then come down, measure 7 inches, and connect it this way. So this is the pocket. I'm going to place it on the back pattern and cut. Just watch it carefully. So this is the front and this is the back. For the back pattern, I'm going to measure 1 inch. The 1 inch I connected from here to the tip of this pattern paper. I'll cut it off. So I'll place it this way. That is the 1 inch that I cut out from here. So from the crotch line, I'm going to measure between 2 inches and 2.5 inches. On the downside here, I'll measure 1 inch. For the upside of it, I'll measure 2.5 inches. I'll connect it this way. This is a 1 inch here. I'll connect from here. I'll connect from here to this 1 inch here. This additional 1 inch that I added is for that allowance. If you don't want to take the dart allowance, you can leave it. It's optional. So I'm going to connect here to this place. From here, the downside of it, I'm going to measure just 1/2 inch. I'll connect it to the hip line here. So I'm going to connect it this way. I'll connect from this 1/2 inch to the waistline. So from the edge of this paper, as I said, you measure from here to this place. 1 inch is for that allowance. So I'll come here and connect this 1 inch to this crotch point here. See the way I'm connecting it? That's for the back. Here I'm going to connect it this way. I'll connect it back to this place. So I've connected both the back and the front. This is the front pattern. This is the back pattern. The back pattern is usually higher than the front side. So I'm cutting it up this way. For the front side, if you want to add a zipper, zip to it, I'll show you how to cut it. That is the zip allowance will be attached to the front side of it. You come here and measure 1.5 inch, 1.5 inch. You take 6 inches. You measure 6 inches. One and a half inch. Measure it this way. Then from here, you make a little curve. It's optional. You can leave it this way. You can leave it straight like this. You can make a curve. It's optional. So when you are sewing, you start from here and sew down. So I want to cut it up now. For my own, I want it to be straight. So this is how it's going to look like. That's how the front side with the zipper, as zip allowance will look like. For the band, this is how to cut the band. You shouldn't cut it straight. Or let me look for a bigger pattern. This is how to cut the band. Then I'm going to measure 2 inches. I measure 2 inches for the band. The band shouldn't be straight. It has to curve a little. Curve a little. 2 inches. So that is how to cut the band of a trouser or the band of a skirt. If you cut it straight, if you cut it this way straight, if you cut it like this straight, if you cut it this way straight, it will not hold the waist. That's how it is. That's how the band will look like. See, it matches. It matches this place. So that's the band. It matches it without any problem.